This is the feature which you as a rider or a buyer, you will really appreciate it as part of your vehicle, because that's saving your life.
Welcome to a brand new episode of What's Up with Qualcomm. Today we are talking to Mr. Manmeet Singh, who is heading our automotive division, our IoT division, and he is also leading all the connectivity and broadband businesses in India. India sells 20 million two-wheelers every single year, and last year itself was a significant milestone for the entire Indian economy. Now, there is a lot of technology which goes on two-wheelers, but today I am here with Manmeet to talk about one very specific feature which is called ARAS. A-R-A-S. Manmeet, welcome to the show again. It's a pleasure to be always talking to you and understanding these nuances of technology. Tell us what ARAS is, what is your team working upon, and what can we expect out of this technology?
It's basically for the safety of riders. Advanced rider assistance system. You drive cars, and you have already seen almost all our cars comes with the ADAS system, which is advanced driver assistance system. In the cars, sometimes those features are active features. When we say active features, what I mean is the car takes a decision to act on the situation. As you see, AEB or emergency braking is one of those features that car sometimes brakes. You would have seen that. And similarly, your cruise control or ACC is when the cars basically just follow the car in front. But two-wheelers are very different. We have to make it more like a warning system for the two-wheelers. So these features, ARAS features, they bring a lot of features which are basically warn the driver, or a rider rather than driver, so rider, of a possible collision or a possible accident, and then that rider can take an action based on that warning. So that's what it is.
What are these different warnings which I can expect on an ARAS-enabled two-wheeler?
Yeah. So in the end, see, ARAS is basically you have sensors, and the sensors can be radar camera, front-facing, back-facing. So these are the two things. Based on that, the radar and the camera detect the object, and the SoC classifies whether it is a car, truck, bus, etc. So two-wheelers is mostly a warning system, and how it works is you take these few use cases. So one is like front collision warning. So you have CW features, so you basically the camera or the radar is seeing in the front, and if it sees your approach and the braking of the vehicle in front of you, it can warn you immediately that there's a collision possible, you should brake it. Okay, similarly, a lot of accidents happen when the two-wheelers are getting very close to the parked lane of the cars or something, and somebody starts opening a door or something. This can hit you, and then you lose the balance. So even in that case, through the sensors and the algorithm, they can detect you that you are very in the close proximity of any collision which can happen because you're driving very close to those vehicles, and then it can warn you. And there are standard features like your blind spot, because you're wearing a helmet and you cannot see at the back. So it can detect that there's something coming which is in your blind spot, so that you can look back and take a proper decision when to turn or when to navigate. So these are all the features which are basically warning-based features, which comes in the digital cluster in front of you. It can warn you, you can see them, or it can be sound warnings, and then you can act accordingly.
Now, this is a technology which will help us save lives, which will do much more for Indian riders, for their safety, for their comfort. When can we actually see this?
We see a lot of interest from India market. We have some top tier OEMs in India who are already very actively working with us to bring this technology to a commercial level in next 12 months, I'll say. Some can be early, but within 12 months we will see a lot of OEMs who are going to bring in certain ARAS features. But we think once this is launched, this is going to be accepted by the riders or the buyers, and there is going to be really this is the feature which you as a rider or a buyer, you will really appreciate it as part of your vehicle, because that's saving your life. And I'm sure like not just the rider, the family of the rider will appreciate it.
No, absolutely. I think what's important to note over here is safety and security. It doesn't matter if you are on a four-wheeler or a two-wheeler. It belongs to you and you deserve it. what Manmeet's team is doing is, like I was mentioning earlier as well, we are training this technology on ground to be India accurate and made for India. Manmeet, thank you for taking the time to explain us this technology. I think ARAS should be a mandate on all the Indian two-wheelers, considering the safety features and all the warning protocols which it shares with the riders, and make their rides much more safer, make their families much more happier. And I think that's the vision. How does technology help you in doing good, help you in saving lives? That's what the mission is. And Manmeet, congratulations to your team and to you on this technology, and we hope to see the rollout very, very soon. Thank you for joining us on the show, and I'll see you in the next one.